I think somewhere in the scripture it says that God is light, and in God is no darkness at all. And let's take that as a very healthy prescription for the way we live our spiritual life. All of our endeavor, all of our thought streams, that is the basic tenet of true spirituality, where you fall into these mystical states all day. I certainly have, many of my friends have. It's the basic here is that mystical people, spiritual people, we feel a warmth, a comfort, a happiness throughout the day and evening hours. When we fall in love, when we have no love, there's something that carries us through, something beautiful, kind, and true. It's a warm, comforting emotion. And that's the beginning of spirituality. And to trust that implicitly means that no matter what happens, we never blame God. We don't look to God for an answer. It's never God's fault. And the reason I'm saying this is that what we experience as spiritual presences, though we're in this world, is so enormous, so wonderful, so wondrous. We feel it when we fall in love, when we have a child, when we know why we're born. There's a cause, there's a reason, we're driven. And then we have these little circumstances, day and night, that someone near us charges us with the fault of this or that, the other. The main thing is to never again get caught in this thought stream, and you won't. And blaming God or arguing with God about it, you can do that, absolutely, and you will from time to time. The point being that we truly know that it's not God, because in contrast to what we feel as a spiritual presence, we know we're transcendent of every experience, of every relationship, of every thought and sense. We're even transcendent of these great mystical states of awareness that we'll feel. They're so wonderful, so true, so real, so basic, so kind. And they represent an unimaginable purity and power and decency and kindness that we call God. This being said, is that the whole point of spirituality is to not blame God. We're set up here, and we'll understand that this is a construct, the whole world. It's, again, we experience something infinite. I'm sorry I don't have better words. It's just that. Infinite in presence, in purity, and beauty. So we know that that's the actual body of God. From that, it's easy to extrapolate out that our experiences here in the world are, this is like a dungeon in hell. It is hell. The world is a hell, a construct, all of it. So we transcend that religious thought of, we're here to learn something and then maybe we'll go to heaven. It's spirituality, mysticism, when you are in direct alignment with God's experience, your thought, everything. You'll feel a purity, a wonder. You see through everything, and no one around you will understand it. No one. From time to time, you'll have a beautiful friendship, like I did with my friend Kathleen, that I consider my teacher, someone so true and humble and close to God and pure that it quiets you. And you're forced to live a clean life because you never do anything to harm. You know there's a person like that in this world somewhere. It can be your child, your mom, your friend, your lover. It can be your pet. You don't want to get crazy in the house when your puppy's there sleeping on a rug, right? You don't want to disturb anyone. So let's not disturb God. This is said not to give us rules and laws of behavior. It's to say that when we don't go there, when we're not blaming this or that, the other, we'll see through. And there's a dark agency in the world that we call the devil that creates this whole thing. And when you really toughen up spiritually, there's a happiness that can't be confined. At the same time, you're going to be under the gun all day, every day, for your whole life, until that one particular moment when you have your final face down with the SOB we call Satan.